So the first thing I'd like to do is first let me start casting. Alright, so what you should see right now is me in the bottom left corner of the screen, and then what I am seeing in my headset in the middle of your screen. Okay, and so casting just means that I'm posting what I'm seeing in my headset on my computer or my TV screen. So first thing I want to show you is this blue circle right here is the Guardian. So this is what keeps me safe when I'm playing with the headset on. So if I were to go outside of that Guardian, you can see, well, I don't know if it shows up for you guys, but in my headset there's like a red barrier here that says you're going outside your Guardian. So I want to show you that. I'm not sure if it'll show you while I'm casting. But typically when you put your headset on, the first thing it'll do is tell you to set up your Guardian. So I'm going to go to Adjust Guardian so I can show you what that looks like. So it's asking me right now to confirm the floor level so it can tell how tall I am. So I just have to push down that grid all the way till it's on the floor and then hit confirm. Okay, and then I'm literally going to take my controller and just draw on the floor where I want my Guardian to be. So I'm just going to create a Guardian. And I'm in kind of a small space here in my office. I would hopefully want a larger space than this normally, but I've created my Guardian here. And then I will confirm that. And again, I don't know if you can see that on the casting, but if I were to take my arm outside of my Guardian, it alerts me and lets me know. Okay? Alright, so that's kind of an introduction to safety here in the headset. And you can also, if you lift your hand in front of your face, you can see a hand shape in your controllers, so you kind of know where you are spatially. Alright, so first thing I'll show you here under my apps is a more practical thing, which is virtual classrooms or conference rooms, which hopefully my goal would be to meet with students or meet with faculty virtually, using virtual reality with headsets or however the technology is going to grow in the future. And I'm not sure if the sound is going to work. It hasn't really been working. I think you have to have a different device to get the headset to work on the display. But Engage is one of the apps that will let you meet virtually. And I'll just kind of show you a little bit of what that looks like. For example, here's a lecture hall. And so here I am sitting in a lecture hall. If I wanted to conduct class in here, I could meet with students in a virtual hall like this one. If I want to teach, I can just come up here to the podium and instruct my class. And here in VR, I would look out and see avatars of my students, and they would see an avatar of me. So that's one thing about the virtual environment that's a little bit unusual, where you wouldn't actually be seeing me, you would see an avatar of me. But as you can see, I'm moving my hands the way I would if I were normally teaching. And so there's a little bit of body language involved that you don't necessarily get in the online environment always. And I think it's a little bit better than Zoom in some ways because you're not standing there looking people in the face directly, the superimposed, here I am kind of thing. It's a little bit more like a regular class in that sense. You can also, Engage has a lot of cool features where you can pull up a tablet and look at all kinds of different things. You can pull up media. You can pull up YouTube videos. You can pull up things on websites, and it appears up here on the big whiteboard. You can make notes, right? You can see here I've made a note earlier. This is my note. Let's see. My media, you can pull things up from, for example, I've connected to my OneDrive. So I could pull up documents here, and again, it would come up on the whiteboard. But really, I think the best thing about this is just that we can meet in a form where we can talk to each other, right? Where I feel like there's a little bit more comfort in some ways than there would be in just an online discussion board, right? There's a little bit more relaxation. There's a little bit more verbal communication. The one thing about the Oculus that is not great, if I can get over here to the board, forget where the pen even is that the writing is not good. As you can see, it doesn't work very well. As the technology gets better, the motion tracking is going to be a lot better, and we'll be able to write a lot easier, like on the chalkboard and things like that. But that's just one example. And then this is kind of fun. You can go here into IFX, and if class gets boring, this might be something you'd have to turn off somehow for students, but I'm just going to put a little fox here for some reason. Just because he's cute. Oh, but then he's getting mad, so we'll delete him. But yeah, so that's a virtual classroom. So I'm going to go ahead and come out of that. And there are several different apps that are professional meeting apps like that. That's just one of them. Another one that's pretty cool, I'll go ahead and show you. Meet in VR.
Welcome to Meet in VR. Use the tablet in front of you to log in.
Create. You can add your name here. And I'll just be whomever. That looks nothing like me. Whatever. Sure. Finish. Alright. And so here is another example of a VR meeting room. Again, you can, the controls are different in all of these. So I forget how you open up your tablet in this one. Oops, definitely not that button. Oh well, but you get the idea. Again, several different professional meeting apps are already available, and they're only going to get better and better. Again, the Oculus is not the best technologically speaking, but it's only going to get better. So we'll finish with this video, and then I'll start another one here.